Hello, influencers. How are we doing? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are seeing this video. Welcome to another interesting edition of No Husband with IT. My name is Itunu. How are we doing, people? Thank you so much for holding forth. I appreciate all of you. So you know what is happening in Nigeria right now. All this clamor for Igbos to leave Lagos. Yes. And I see a lot of hypocrisy in what Tinubu said about ethnic or religion bigotry in his dry, non-emotional, non-connecting to the people's 20-minute speech he made on Sunday. That is the worst ever presidential speech I have ever seen in my entire life. He just stood there like a statue. Yes, bolaahmedtinubu, your president in Nigeria, and was reading whatever bayoonanuga or whoever wrote that speech for him. He was just reading it on the teleprompter in front of him. No emotion, nothing. That will show you that he just came out to talk because there has been a lot of agitation. There have been a lot of talks about him not coming out to talk. I did a video about it on Saturday too. What Tinubu thought was that he will use whatever thing he thought he has to suppress the youth, to suppress Nigerians. And I saw resilience, I saw a determination, I saw I'm ready to die. A lot of people said you saw videos on social media. The first day of the protest, I was afraid to go on the social media because I didn't want to hear bad news. Honestly, we see people that said, look, a lady said, look, I told my mama where I was going, I've told her bye-bye. People are that desperate. And we saw all the things he did, bringing people like Oni of Ife and all the kings to come and I don't know what. Instead of you to talk to the people from the onset before the protest started, and all these kings, they are so shameless that I want to send a note of warning to them. Very soon, the people in your domain will be flogging you on the street. After all, there's nothing on you. Somebody like what's his name? Somebody like Oni of Ife, for instance, Adeyeye Enitan, is nothing. All is about him marrying new wives all the time. That's all we hear about him. So when you push people, there is a saying in Yoruba that when you push a goat to the wall, it will face you. You, the owner, it will turn around and face you. And that's exactly what happened. The question, for instance, I would like to ask Ogunwusi and his cohorts that went to have meeting with Tinubu is that, do they know what people are going through in their domain? Did they tell he and his other kings, did they tell Tinubu that, hey, Mr. President, there's problem in the land, this is real, there is real hunger did they do that? But of course, by the time they grease their elbow, their palm, then they will come out and face the camera and say all sorts of rubbish. So Tinubu has said no religious, no ethnic bigotry. Sanwo-Olu is saying they will fish out who? As if you don't know them. As if you don't know people that has been flaming this amber of ethnicity war in Nigeria. Look at this video. This guy came out during the election and told everybody point blank on social media. Let me allow you to watch it. And they didn't know him. They didn't know him that he's one of the thugs, not one of the touts that Tinubu patroned. He's a patron of tout, for God's sake. He's a tout himself. Tinubu is a tout himself, so he's their patron. Let me allow you to watch this.
All the Igbos in Alaba, all the Igbos in Odumota, all the Igbos in Lagos, as you wickedly vote for Peter Obi, just pack your load and leave Lagos. I remain Prophet Godwin.
Okay.
As Swanju, I'm just sending message across the country. If when I play game against this movement, then let me tell you, I remain Prophet Godwin. If no Aswanju, there's no president. There will not be president. It will be, will not be. So you better know what you are doing.
You okay?
I remain Prophet Godwin.
So he told everybody his name. He said that during the last election, despite the fact that they still said that Peter Obi won. I wrote a comment on bayoonanuga's post this morning, where he said that security agencies are meeting with his boss, Tinubu. And I wrote, I'm like, okay, why is it that the security agencies had not picked you up, bayoonanuga? Because during the election, bayoonanuga said this election will be the end of Ibos' involvement in Lagos politics. The Igbo people I know are not lazy. If peradventure, if they are made to leave Lagos, because government is just playing lip service to all of this, if the kind of attack that they launch on them all the time persists, and they leave Lagos and they relocate back to the east, which they have, Igbos have always been wanting to be independent. That was the genesis of the Biafra war in the first place. They want their own country. So if people are saying, okay, Igbo should leave Lagos, then we should have Yoruba nation, right? Hausa, Arewa, let Nigeria be 3 countries. I mean, there are countries in the world that are not as big as the one region in Nigeria. So what's the big deal? And let's see, so that if you people that are saying Igbo should leave Lagos, now if you now want to go and buy spare parts in the east, in Anambra, Imo, wherever, you will now know that you will have to get a visa to go and do that. Because I don't really understand. Look at Tinubu here. Let me allow you to see it, because they say they are fishing for. Who are you fishing for? These people has been talking. Okay, if you tell somebody that, these are the things. If you tell somebody that you don't trust him, then what are you saying? Pack your things and go. If I don't trust you, I don't want you around me. That's the truth. There's another video where although she spoke in Yoruba, the video is not as if, let me allow you to watch it first. Then I will tell you, for those of you who don't speak Yoruba, then I will tell you my thoughts about this video. Let's see. Now the thing, what she's saying here, although she kind of like talking in a very light mood, but then what she's saying here is that Lagos will evoke the the deities in Lagos to chase away Igbos if they don't do this and that. Must everybody be in one political party? If you are a leader, if you are someone, people has been referring to this video, like I said earlier on, she was saying it in a very light mood. But then, if you are someone of influence, please people give this video a thumbs up and let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you so much. If you are someone of influence, you cannot afford to be a jester, because whatever you say, if you fart, people will read me. That's why it's very important. The people that are these people's handler should be professionals. You can't just go out and talk anyhow. Now people are making reference to this video that okay, but what's her name? Tinubu herself has said so. So MC Oluomo, you saw the Mama Chuku, the stuff. He threatened the Igbos in Lagos during the election. So I don't understand who they are fishing for. What they are fishing for. These are the people that should be picked up. Tinubu number one. Tinubu himself, that is the patron of touts in Nigeria. MC Oluomo is the head of touts in you know it, and he's his patron. This one that spoke, that say he's prophet, whatever, he's a tout being patroned by Tinubu. So what are they looking for? Like I said, I give the Igbos 20 years if they should leave Lagos. Lagos will have to go to them with visa to do business. It will shake them initially, but they will stabilize. That's the thing. They will stabilize. After all, Nigeria went through civil war, 3.5 years. Everything was ruined, and they begin to build again. They will build again. There is no tribe. We cannot be independent of one another. No man is an island. We say that all the time. You can look at the period they didn't open store in Lagos. Sometimes the watchers were complaining that Igbo, please don't come out for that. So people, let's stop this. It's not worth it. But I bet with you, if Igbo should leave Lagos, Tinubu is just being hypocritical. Yeah, he knows what he's doing. He just read that speech. Let me just read it so that they will not say I didn't read the speech at the end of the day. Thank you so much, people. I will talk to you again very soon. God bless you. I love you. Be safe.